how's it going, JDM crew? If you can hear that turbine whining, that's it's because we're in a 2JZ, good old twin turbo 2JZ. This is an RZ edition Supra, so what's that Type RZ, sorry. So we do have the 6-speed manual. Definitely got coilovers. I can feel it. Not too bad. Definitely a little tougher than some sports springs. You know, they definitely have this dialed up a good bit. And I think you might be able to see a little bit of the red on the hood there. But yeah, this is definitely a Supra. This is a 93, and we've got about 132,000 kilometers on the clock, so about 80,000-ish miles. It's a 80-something. But this has been well maintained, as they told me, and actually when we got it, we got a fresh battery thrown in. Everything's been working really good. They made a couple of adjustments, like my front, it's a little bit higher. It's kind of more or less preparing it for shipment. I'm just making sure that the front bumper clears, so whoever orders this, it's ready. We'll just throw it on the next boat. Of course, I'm not a fan of having that sort of wheel gap or fender gap. It's a little too big for me, but the suspension settings itself, it's exactly what you can expect whenever you get it, though. It'll be fine. Just a little bit higher. I'm pretty sure you're going to want to drop it a little bit. We've got a Momo steering wheel here, and got a little speed control thing here. It actually gives a more accurate digital number. We've got my boost gauge, which this is a gritty. We've got some Defi gauges over here for water temperature, and oil pressure from left to right. The dash is in really good shape. What's interesting is like the center console and the sides and everything, they put this rough coating on there, so it's like a matte black. Definitely going to have to wipe it down though, because it traps dust a little bit easier, but it's got a really nice style overall. Door panels are looking pretty good. Got the OEM upholstery here. I'm in the Recaro seat, so only the driver gets that. But it definitely holds really nicely, very comfortable. I definitely like, oh sorry, I'm just hitting that bump and stumbling on my words here. Oof. So yeah, that's the suspension though. You can tell it's pretty tough. But we do have SSRs, so it looks really good. Low profile tires, I believe they're 35s. They're like 245, I think, or 265 in the back. A little wider. Front, we've got 225s, I believe. We'll check it out in a little bit when we get to the yard. And just overall, yeah, this is very comfortable. Definitely no issues with the transmission. Shifts really nice. I think it's OEM clutch, or they might have serviced that already though, because they had taken care of these things in the past. Yeah, so the previous owner did take good care of it. They've got like a body kit on here. We've got the front hood, which I believe it's urethane. I'll double check it once we get over there. It's not FRP, so it's a vented hood. So we got a little bit additional cooling, which is good. Ooh, speedy over here. Yeah, I'm just cruising along. Oh, but yeah, for the interior though, yeah, like the carpets are all right and everything else. No weird smells, which is good. I don't think the previous owner was a smoker, so no issues there. We do have a Carros area audio deck here. So all around sound. They got the ETC unit, which is underneath there for your toll card. We have a little sensor up here on the dash. And yeah, overall, like all the gauges are working, so I don't see any hiccups here. I do have about a half tank of gas, so we can definitely put that to good use. If you guys want to hear that turbo, door panels, like I mentioned, are in really good shape. But yeah, overall, I mean, it's nice and comfortable. For some of you folks that like not so rough of a ride, you could probably dial in the dampening on the coilovers to your liking. So definitely you have the options available. We do have the intake and exhaust and modified intercooler, so it's definitely spiced up a bit, you know, as the sales guys said it was tastefully modded, so I was like, all right, cool, we'll check it out. You can hear that, sounds nice and good. I can hear that little spooling. It was... I don't know if the mic is able to pick that up, but I can definitely hear the turbine spooling up, which is nice. Oh, but yeah, definitely pretty cool. The exterior, guys, are probably going to be surprised because it is a 93, with the exception of the front hood, since that's aftermarket and it's more freshly painted. The rest of it is the original color, and I'm surprised that the clear coat's been holding up that well, because yeah, being a 93, that's what, 27 years now, so pretty good condition. But yeah, let's have a look once we get to the warehouse here, and then you guys can have a look on the outside, and I'll show you around detail here in the interior as well. Well, alrighty, we're here with the interior, and as you can see, it's all right shape here. A little bit of wear. It's 132,000 kilometers. Well, actually, let me show you here. Here you go. And we got these Defi gauges here. I'll restart it again so you guys can see. So we got the entire gauge cluster there. We got oil pressure, oil temperature, and water temperature for a little bit more accurate thing. And right here we've got the boost right there. And we do have a turbo timer, which is just right here underneath. So, oops, let me get that in focus there. There we go. So everything works as it should, and we've got this Carros area audio deck. Momo steering wheel, as I keep passing by, and the dash, you should be able to see here, it's in pretty decent shape. Same with the door panels and all that. Razzo aftermarket shift knob. Whoops, let's focus that there. And well, I'm gonna step outside here, and then you guys can actually, well, first I'll show the back seats here real quick. All in all, intact. A couple minor dings like that little tear right there. And this is a Recaro seat, by the way. So yeah. And it's got some patches on it. It's because a little bit of wear from getting in and out of there. Yeah, door panel right there. And this is rather interesting though. It does capture the dust a bit, but it's they actually added a textured paint to it to make it a little bit more interesting and customized here. So that's the entire, pretty much all the plastic panels all around the dash. So yeah, it's customized a bit. And I'll just pop the trunk and the hood, so we'll get to that in a second. And you can see these SSRs, and I'm just gonna get to these points real quick here, just so you guys can see. We do have the spare tire and all that under here. So you guys can see that, as well as the chassis. And that's part of the audio box that they have there. And of course those speakers on the sides there. So here you go. You can see the back there. Hydraulics are still working, so that's good. And this is a Type RZ, so we'll just look at this paint here. And this is original, by the way. which is rather interesting. I'll read off some of the list here in a little bit after I show you guys some of that, like the aftermarket exhaust, wheels, and suspension. And of course this aftermarket hood, that's obviously not original. Front mount intercooler, which is also aftermarket. And boom, there you go. So plenty of aftermarket stuff. That's a fresh battery, by the way. So that was just replaced upon arrival. You can see the adjustable coilovers all around. So the front is actually a little bit higher, so it's ready for shipment. It's just a little bit easier that way. It was a little bit lower on arrival. And we do have HIDs here. And I'll get you guys that serial number for those of you guys looking for the digits, trying to get some info. And there's the other one. Yeah, and so you could also see, like, there's that box back there, box right there. They all connect to these HIDs up front. It's a temperature sensor, an additional one. And as you can tell from the plumbing, that this is an aftermarket intercooler setup. And thing about this, it's actually urethane, so it's not FRP, it's urethane. So it's a little bit more flexible, just like the front bumper there. It's pretty light, but all the mounting and everything is similar to OEM, but it is vented, a little more stylish, get that cooling power. Real nice. And as you can tell, the housings for the lights, it's blacked out a little bit there, so it's cool. And while I walk around and give you guys a closer look at this body here, yeah, so with all the panels and of course this color matched hood, yeah, the rest of it's original paint, so that's pretty awesome. Oops, and also you can see here the clear coat and everything is still in great shape. So the information they gave me, and as you can see, it is tastefully upgraded and well maintained. So it's a RZ from '93. So I'm just gonna read off all the other information that they got on here. It's been constantly maintained and comes with a solid engine! Exclamation mark. True original twin turbo engine, which was pretty obvious. You can also tell from the sound and all that. Original paint. With the exception of this hood, but it's color matched, so I think we can forgive that. Clean interior and exterior. Yeah, it's pretty standard with some extra mods inside. And of course, yep, aftermarket hood, AVS 18-inch wheels, FR aero kit, which you guys can see. Got the HID headlights, Defi meters, which I already showed you guys. Recaro driver's seat, Caro's area CD speed, yeah, CD player, Momo steering wheel, aftermarket shift knob, and ETC. So the electronic toll card reader, if you're going to be here in Japan. I know outside of Japan it's not going to mean anything to you guys since it's probably not compatible with those systems, but yeah, all in all, pretty groovy. And just what they didn't mention is these slotted brake rotors. You can see that suspension there. Looking good. As you can tell, this is a little bit lower here. Can we actually, I don't know if it'll actually get it. Oh, wait. Yeah, need a little bit more light to be able to show underneath there. Yeah, these are good. 245s in the back. I think it's staggered. They might be the same all around. Let's double check. Oh yeah, 225. So it is staggered, a little bit wider in the back. It definitely handles well. Well, there you guys have it. I mean, this is actual carbon fiber, so nice touch. Obviously faded after all these years. It is a 93. I don't know when they put this in there, but it looks at least 10 years old. But I mean, it's not cracked or anything. It's just faded on the clear coat for the Well, this side's fine, but like this other side here, the top, not so much. Oh well. I like the gold emblems though. What do you guys think? So yeah, other than the wheel gap hurting my feelings there in the front, I mean, just that's just too much. But it is ready for shipment. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this or any of the vehicles, you know what to do. Email our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com. It's a 93, so it's definitely legal. 132,000 kilometers. That's was that like 80-ish thousand miles? And it is getting a little bit breezy, so it's about to take my sticker away. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. But yeah, just make sure to hit up our sales team. If you want to direct message us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, all those will go to them as well, and they'll be able to get back to you within about 24 hours. And yeah, overall this was pretty smooth. Definitely 6-speed, twin turbo, all that goodness you would expect from a 2JZ Supra. And yeah, that wind is, I can feel it. It's kicking up again. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Pretty nice. That lady in the red dress, right, Neo? All right, guys, see you in the next one.